Patrick 1969 here with my entry into Joshuagundamu's action figure or custom action figure contest. So this is just one of the customs I made. Yesterday when the video went up, I instantly knew I wanted to enter, and so I messaged Joshua or Brandon and asked him if it would be okay to review a figure that I had sold off a while back but still had a bunch of pictures of, and he said that'd be okay. So in front of the screen, or sorry, in front of the camera, on the computer screen we see a picture of the War Machine armor during the Civil War Initiative Skrull invasion era, during that whole timeline. As you can see, it's a lot like the Extremis armor. If you're a fan of Marvel or Iron Man in general, you'll know that the likenesses are pretty remarkable. They're similar in a way. And so when I saw this picture, I knew I wanted to make a custom, but you know, didn't think I could do it in the Marvel Legend line, so had to settle for the Marvel Universe line because all the parts were there. So let's start off with a good picture, actually. So here we have the figure right here, all complete and everything. For the base, I used the Extremis armor Iron Man from a Marvel Universe line, and for extra parts, I used two other figures from the Iron Man 2 action figure line. These were all in the size of 3 3/4. So like I said, the base is Extremis. That's the head, torso, upper arms, and shoulder armor, and the lower torso and upper legs right here. War Machine, from the Iron Man 2 movie, I used his machine gun, as you see right here, and of course his ammo chain. I also used a back piece of his armor from the back of him. I used his forearms and hands for to finish up the arms, and I also used the lower legs for armor and everything. The only part I used from the comic series War Machine armor was the missile pod, as you can see right there, and that's pretty much it. Now let's see. Taking a better picture, what I did was the paint, it's all model paint. This is when I had never really done customs before, and so using model paint, I found out that it was very, very tricky and very complicated, especially without primer. I didn't use primer at all. So my mistake, but it still actually turned out well. You can still make out the face plate. This is before I added a little bit more detail to the face to make it look more like the Extremis and everything. So there we go. I actually added wires to the gauntlets and connected them to the back, which you could probably see. Yeah, you can see right here. I really love that. So there's the wires, and it's connecting to the back, the backpack and everything. And like I said, that part was from the Iron Man 2 War Machine. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh, you can see the legs from the side here. Really, really like that. It looks a little bit messy, the paint. It looks kind of like globbed on, but it turned out better than it actually looks on the picture. Here we have the figure when it was complete, and I did a little bit more detail to the face. I also gave the little plastic extension pieces for the weapons to look like they're being fired off. I added those on there, and all in all, it looked really amazing. I fell in love with this figure. Actually, I'm gonna plan on making another one. And there you can see the more paint, a little bit more paint to the figure to make it look more like the Extremis faceplate, like that right there. And there's a front view. I really, really love this figure, and it's too bad I had to sell it, but you know, hard times call for harder decisions, and I had to let it go, so I sold it on eBay for 10 bucks. So that was a sad day. But it was an awesome figure, and I loved every minute of it when I had it, and it was very cool. So anyways, that's been my entry at least my first entry into Joshuagundamu's contest. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and thanks. Alright, bye-bye.